Space, the final frontier. These are the voyages of a new Trekkie. My 5-year mission to search out Star Trek media, to seek out our fans and merchandise, to boldly go where no fan has gone before.
Greetings and salutations. I had recently got off work, and I just recently also had dinner. So let's talk about Star Trek. In this case, we're going to get 3 episodes. In this case, the Nth Degree, QPid, and the Drumhead. Let's look at the Nth Degree first. What happened in this episode? Well, in this episode, basically what happens is Reginald Barclay, basically he becomes extremely intelligent, and then basically, there's going to be a disaster on a space station, and in a way they're trying to figure, like, okay, how do we stop this? We need to figure out what's going on, and then suddenly, a giant face appears right in front of the ship, and everyone goes, what?
Captain. Emotive. Electrochemical stimulus response. Cranial plate. Bipedal locomotion. Endoskeletal. Contiguous external integument.
And yes, basically the storyline for Barclay basically is Flowers for Algernon. And if you don't know what that is, basically it's a story of a man who whose intelligence wasn't the greatest, and then as the story would go along, his intelligence would get better, but as he went but as the experiments and all that would change, his intelligence would eventually go away. And honestly, I gotta say, especially for an episode involving Barclay, it does a great job in the fact that we can see how he would be if he didn't use the holodeck, and basically was just able to be confident, and it just and I'll be honest, when he is, going to that point of, like, hitting on Troy, it can show, like, yeah, like, if Reginald wanted to be, he could become a very intimidating, guy. And I mean, honestly, I gotta say, this episode was honestly pretty good. I actually thought it was really good, honestly.
Now an iconic display console position for the right hand. Tie both consoles into the Enterprise main computer core, utilizing NeuroScan interface.
There is no such device on file.
No problem. Here's how you build it.
Argus Reactor 9, 28 seconds to critical.
Get us out of here. Warp 2, Ensign.
Yes, sir. Helm's not responding, sir.
So let's go ahead and look at the next episode, which is episode Cupid. An episode involving Q. What happened in this episode? Well, in this episode, basically, Vash returns.
Why did you come to take us 3?
To see you, of course.
Is that the only reason?
Isn't it enough?
And basically, for like a archaeology, conference or like that. And then, Q arrives and says, like, say, hey, I'm gonna help you out, buddy. And then he goes, like, say, no. And eventually, he decides, like, to say, I know what will get Picard happy. Sending them all to, like, Robin Hood, Nottingham. And then Vosh marrying, and then Picard being, Robin Hood. And, basically, it should, like, I gotta say, this episode is honestly kind of fun, whether it is, Geordi, like, you know, playing a ladle, or more gonna say, I do not want to be one of those, the merry men.
Should I say, John Little?
Well, if he's Little John, that makes you.
I know. Robin Hood.
Sir, I protest. I am not a merry man.
On the contrary, Lieutenant Worf, your clothing identifies you with the character of Will Scarlet, just as Geordi's mandolin identifies him as Alan Adale.
And you, Mr. Data, bear a striking resemblance to Friar Tuck.
I will not play the fool for Q's amusement.
And honestly, this episode was honestly pretty fun. There is also a moment when Picard or Robin is fighting the king or whatever, and he's gonna like say, I have something I must tell you, and he wants like, well, what is it? I'm not Robin Hood. I gotta say, this episode was honestly a lot of fun. But yeah, like eventually, Picard eventually said, say, you know, I really care about you, Vash. And then, but one thing that does happen is, Q and like, you know, Vash and Q decide to go traveling on adventures. But before he leaves, before they leave, Picard and her have one last kiss goodbye. But you have to say, like, whenever Picard does come back, he's like that, like, boyfriend goes like, so, just give me, I'll give y'all a couple seconds, kind of in a way, because he's like saying, oh, forgot my hat. And honestly, this episode was kind of fun. I liked it. Let's look at the episode, The Drumhead, which one is more of a serious episode. What happened in this episode? Well, an explosion aboard the Enterprise leads to a high-level investigation headed by Admiral Nora Sadie, a retired officer renowned for her skill at exposing conspiracies. Basically what happens is, like, say, a Klingon basically offers there is accused of basically giving out secret things. He's being a spy, sending out information to the Romulans. And basically what happens is, with one of the members of the crew are Simon Tarse. He's basically accused of, like, you are a spy because your grandfather was a Romulan.
Thank you, Mr. Tarsus. I don't think there's need for more, Captain.
You're excused, crewman. Mr. Worf?
Wait. He's lying. He's desperately frightened. He's covering something.
It's clear that he's frightened, but that's hardly an indication.
It's more than that. He wasn't truthful.
And then basically, in a way, he's being, like, say, even, Admiral Nara? Basically, she's, like, saying, I'm being prejudiced against you because your grandfather was a Romulan, and all Romulans are basically bad, is what she's trying to say. So basically, yeah, she doesn't want him in the thing because she believes he could be bad. And I gotta say, the court, like, you know, like, yeah, I think that, after season 4, like, it made me realize, like, say, yeah, there's a lot of episodes involving courtroom moments in TNG. And, I gotta say, the aspect of it when they're just trying to be, like, do the courtroom drama, honestly, those moments are honestly pretty great with its dramatic parts of it. And yeah, like, when eventually, like, I think, like, the moments when Nora, or she is going, like, really going after Picard, and, like, saying, like, how do you still feel about the, Borg? Do you feel like they are having control over you? Like, she is, like, yeah, she is a great villain in this episode, Because she has qualities of trying to be from a different perspective, of having qualities of being a hero to the Federation.
And warning. The first time any man's freedom is trodden on, we're all damaged. I fear that day...
How dare you! You who consort with Romulans, invoke my father's name to support your traitorous arguments. It is an offense to everything I hold dear.
And the actress does a great job of it. Like, making you feel like, say, yeah, she is just... Her character is just really just not someone who can be, different perspective, I guess. But honestly, I gotta say, all three of these episodes were honestly pretty good. I'll check out, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. See you later.